back again like we never left. Episode 38 of the RNS Podcast. If you know, you know. Really nothing special podcast. We are really nobody special. Rick, Mel, DJ, what's going on?
Feeling good, feeling great. How you feeling, bro?
Hey, you know what it is, man. I can't complain, man.
Yeah,
Rick, DJ, how we doing?
Word, what up? You know,
Oh, shit, we unlock Rick.
I know. Yeah, you got like.
I'm detox slick this time. Drinking water, no wine.
Yeah. So no number this week. Nobody wears 38. like it's just like if you wear 38,
you're not important.
You're probably not good.
Right.
Straight up.
Yeah. So
Matter of fact, if you are 38, just give up this year. It's
right.
Not your year.
Right.
Damn, not give up.
I don't like this. It's sobering on Rick right now. Yeah, disrespectful.
Last but not least, got another special guest. Been on a good run here. Been a minute since we've seen this man. This man been blowing up in the music industry since we've seen him. Hollywood Cole, what's going on, man?
What up, gang? What's up?
Yo, what's up, big dog?
What up?
What's up with it?
Good to tap in with you. It's been just like you said, been a minute. So for the people that have seen a few episodes with the episode we had Myra McGowan on, we talked a little bit about his story and about how he came on, came from New Orleans to Virginia, Hurricane Katrina with his cousin. Ironically, this is his cousin. So we all go way back with Cole here. I've known this man since middle school. Music producer, has tracks with who knows at this point. It's a whole bunch of people he got tracks with. But so we're gonna talk about his story as a producer, the grind, a lot of things about that. But first, like we always do, DJ hit him with a black fact.
All right, so today is September 23rd. So on September 23rd in 2000, that's when Remember the Titans was released. So definitely.
Fire.
Yeah, classic movie, right?
Classic, I still get chills watching that movie. Come on, man.
Yeah,
for real.
Classic.
Yeah.
Classic.
Is that the best? Is that the best sports movie?
So
one of them, top 5.
Yeah, it's one of them. Definitely
one
top.
of them, right?
Hey, that might be top 3. I'm not gonna hold you. That might be top.
That might be the best.
It's probably top 3. It's like
it might be, bro. It might be top 3.
And it's about VA, you know what I mean? You
can't and it's
True,
local.
Facts.
Hey, it's local.
Right up the street. Too.
Right.
It's not even that far.
They shot
Home
it out
team, low key.
Hey,
I mean,
yo,
Coach Boone was about to go to Loudoun County to coach, man. You know what I'm saying?
Fun fact.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yo, fun fact. One of my substitute teachers played on that team.
Oh yeah,
black dude.
That's crazy.
He was the kicker. And he said actually the linebacker got hurt after the state championship. Because he said without him they wouldn't have won. They said he was like, yo, dude was really, really cold. Like, and I said, what did he change? Like, what changed? He said, man, it didn't take no kumbaya us to get together. They said, yo, we wanted to win a state championship. It wasn't we had to figure it out. But like,
crazy what sports will make you do, right?
Yeah,
right.
Fucking Hollywood.
It was crazy how he was talking about the story, and he was just like, yeah. And we was like, yo, what position you play? He was like, I was the kicker. They're not gonna show a black kicker on the movie. I was like, fair enough.
So me and DJ always have this joke about how no matter what movie it is, Denzel is strapped. Denzel got a gun in every movie. He had a gun around the Titans. It was a Disney movie.
When he was in the house. That's right.
When they did the
bricks. Yeah, that's right.
No matter what movie is, if it's a Disney movie, if it's John Q, if it's Training Day, no matter what, he's strapped up.
He wasn't strapped.
He was trained to go, bro.
He got game.
He chopped dude.
Yeah, because he was in jail.
He was a felon.
But you said he murdered. That's the one movie.
All right.
No. At the beginning he did. At the beginning he did because I thought he shot Shorty.
No, he didn't shoot her.
He just pushed her. He just killed her.
And she accidentally died.
He just killed her.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He accidentally killed her. Like, it wasn't like he was trying.
So if he's not strapped, he's just gonna kill you.
Kill you or chop you in the throat.
God,
Either
that
or.
got dark.
Right.
All right.
Yeah,
so,
that did get dark. Yeah.
Samuel Jackson too.
all right, we can
He's always strapped
we can
too.
get so we can get to this. We can get to this wasn't the entire fuck for this week. DJ Rick actually move your face and DJ describe these Yeezys that just came out.
So I don't even
not real.
Yeah. What do you
It's
mean,
a template.
Cam? Those are the
Those
are the Yeezy beef patties, bro. What you mean?
Them shits look crazy.
Yo, it made Rick walk away. It made Rick walk away.
Bet they gonna sell out.
Bro, I
No,
would
hold on.
never.
Those are real.
off the
Hold
name.
on. Time out. Those are real Yeezys?
Yeah, this is real.
Bro,
There's a-
this is
That's
real
a
thing.
sample? That's a sample?
That's
No,
a sample. That's a sample of like what's gonna be released of like
That's releasing.
that's what came out today, like on Twitter and Instagram. Like that's a sample of what all basically any color you could think of.
That just gave you a preview.
That's the Yeezys.
Yeah.
My man Kanye tripping, man.
All
He's tripping, bro.
Kanye cheddar. Kanye cheddar.
Yeah. Just what the fuck
And them
is
joints
that?
gonna sell out too. They're gonna sell out too and resell.
That's what
for
I
like
was saying.
$3,000, bro.
I'm
Hey,
telling
he's a
you.
genius, man. He's a
Yeah.
fucking genius.
For a damn sock.
right.
Yeah.
A
I
colorful
mean, that's
sock.
basically what's those? The Balenciagas. So the same thing with those.
Bro,
It's a sock on your foot.
them shits look like they could like something I would buy for my little daughter.
Yeah, those look terrible. I'm not gonna lie.
That look like you get something to an infant. Like, 'cause you know
Right.
Hey,
And-
hey,
Yeah.
hey, DJ, I'm not buying those for Lauren.
I would never buy
I'm
it.
not doing it. So the good thing you might do it because I'm not.
No, you already know I ain't buying it. Easy.
Yeah.
No,
Aaron low key put his foot down. He's like, "You better not buy
Nah.
my niece that."
All right, let's
Out
get
here
to
looking
it.
like Piccolo from Dragon Ball Z with them.
Right.
He said,
Not
"Piccolo,
Piccolo, that's
bro."
crazy.
You want to look like a New Mexican?
Piccolo is crazy.
All right, man. So let's get to it. So we got you here, Cam.
Uh-huh.
Just want to talk about a whole bunch of stuff about the process, but for the people that don't know, how'd you get into making music?
Well, beats started in college, but like just music in general. It started young, bro. Like my parents, like they played like a lot of different music, just like in the crib, from like Elton John to like Jay-Z to Hootie and the Blowfish to Sade, you know. So I always just kind of had like a love for music. So that kind of like transitioned into like me being in middle school and like when mixtapes was going crazy. So like live mixtapes, you know, Dat Piff and like Big Sean and Drake and everybody was like making, you know, crazy mixtapes. So which was around like the high school days. So I was making mixtapes, bro, like just shit to just bump in the whip, you know? So when I got to college, I started DJing. Like for me making mixtapes in high school and stuff, and then getting to college, I started DJing a little bit like on my iPad. Just like me and my homies would throw parties and stuff. And one of my boys, he had FL Studio. So if you don't know FL Studio is a program that you can use to make beats. So like Southside and like Metro Boomin and just a lot of people like use FL Studio. So my boy showed it to me and I was like, damn, that's kind of dope. Like you can make beats and stuff, like, you know, because I always was into production, like, but I never really looked into like, you know, trying to make beats. So he showed it to me. And that was like my junior year of college at Virginia State. So he showed that to me and I was just like, I just kept learning ever since then, for real. So shout out my homie Sledge. Yeah, that happened like my junior year. Yep.
So
Legend.
what, like, if you were as far as your production and making music, like who would like who or what would you say are your influences?
Probably Jay Dilla first and foremost, because I love like hip hop. Dilla, the Neptunes. I remember like being a kid and like hearing like just not knowing what it was, but I remember hearing like the sound, like damn, like who is that, you know?
Right.
So Dilla, I would say Dilla, the Neptunes, Timbaland for sure. And Dre too, because Dre, you know, just because of West Coast, like that's my root. So I would say Dre too.
So
Yep.
man, like just on the Neptunes, I feel like when anybody heard like a Neptune song the first time and you just hear all the different sounds, like it just has that like what the fuck is going on type of like feel to it. So I could definitely see that.
The one thing I was gonna say, the one thing I like about the Neptunes is how they beats, even though it sounds so different, their reach can go anywhere. Right. They could go from a hardcore beat to
they did Britney Spears, bro. My fucking y'all, bro. They went from Britney Spears to Noriega. That's crazy,
right?
Yeah.
Well, and then
and it was still them, and it was still my fucking job, and it was still them too. You know?
Yeah,
yeah. They would never get
lost.
They
didn't change who they were, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But then they made the most classic beat that everybody played at the lunch table, grinding. Right. Grinding, no matter where you went, you was gonna hear that grinding beat.
Yeah. Right. Classic.
That was a dope one.
Yeah. And then you said you were at Virginia State, kind of got in there your junior year. Mm-hmm. What was the time between then and I don't want to say taking it seriously, but making that move to Atlanta? How long, what's the difference in time between them before you really started going and popping off, I should say?
I mean, it was really my mom, bro. Like after school, after I finished up school, I was kind of just like, I was at MBA in Northern Virginia, and I was just kind of working a regular job. But I was always like making beats, like always learning on YouTube, like all that type of stuff. And my mom, she wanted to move into Atlanta. My mom and my sister, they moved out there first. And she was like, I really think you should come out here. And at the time, bro, I had a girl at the time. I was working, I was making like decent money, but I was always still making beats though. So it kind of went in one ear and out the other. And then all it took, bro, was just like, I went to go visit my mom for Christmas. And I had some friends out there already that I kind of already like, connected with or whatever. So when I went out there, bro, first thing them niggas took me to, where'd they take me? They took me to Follies, the strip club.
Oh,
took me to Follies. No. We didn't go to Magic. They took me to Follies first, and then we went to like Top Golf, and then I wanted to connect with some dudes who do music. So it was just a lot going on coming from like Ashburn, you know what I'm saying? It was just a lot going on. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like it was just a lot, bro. And I was just like, damn, this is kind of lit. But my boy, one of my good friends, his name is Kahim. He introduced me to my boy Naj, who now works. He's an executive at LVRN. That's like Black and Summer Walker. But he was like the first, like my boy Naj. He was like one of the first. Him and his brother Naj and Jazz, first dudes I met like in the music industry at the time, and they were artists back then. So like after I kind of met them, and I was like, damn, like they take it like real serious out here. Like I was like, man, I think I should just move. And then probably like a year later, I moved out there.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
What year do you think that was when you like actually made it out there?
So I've been in Atlanta for 5. So I came to Atlanta in 2019, summer 2019.
Okay.
2018, excuse me.
Okay.
2018, 2019, one of the two. I can't remember right now.
The pre-pandemic.
It's been a long day. Well, yeah, definitely before the pandemic. But yeah, I think I want to say like 2019, bro. 18.
Okay.
18. I'm tripping. 18, bro. Yep, 18.
All right.
Yeah. It's been a long day, bro. It's been a long day.
Hey.
Yep.
It sounds like it from what you were saying earlier.
Yeah.
So how long, whether it was before then or like maybe you feel like you haven't yet, but like when do you think that like you kind of discovered your sound or like what you want to do, like making music? Or do you feel like you've reached the point where like you feel like you've found like a sound and like your niche in production?
I mean, I don't think I have a sound because I believe I'm pretty versatile. I can do different things. But if someone was to come to Cole for a Cole beat, it would be something soulful. You know, I feel like if you want something from Cole, it would be something soulful because that's just my roots, like hip hop, you know? So if you're coming to me, it would be something soulful. But just giving myself like a specific sound, I would say I don't think I have a sound per se, but you know, if it definitely something soul, but not really just a pure sound though. You know, so
Gotcha.
Is it more like, I would say like, when did you figure out that it was you? Like when you knew you didn't sound like kind of like this person or that person, like you like, yo, this is my sound, like this is my unique. When you're looking for Hollywood Cole, you want something soulful, like this is when you can tell it's me from the rest of the crowd. Like what would you say? That's
what
like
makes me?
Yeah, like
what makes me like stand out?
Yeah, like what makes you stand out from everybody?
I would
else?
say my drums. I would say my drums, like my swing, like the way, and I learned that from Jay Dilla. Like the way my swing is, like you can only get that from me. You know, that's my own personal, like, you know, swing of how the drums are moving. You get what I'm saying? So that's probably like, yeah, I would say my drums, the way my drums move.
And you were talking about your versatility, and so I want to kind of touch on that. So like knowing you have Seattle roots, you got Boston roots, you were in VA. Like, do you think growing up in like different places, do you think like that kind of helped with your versatility, or do you think it's just growing like with your family, just like you said, listening to different things? Like,
nah, bro, my focus drive. I mean, yeah, I would say like from being born in Seattle and both my parents being from the West Coast, so getting that, you know, getting that West Coast flavor, and then also living in Boston for a little bit. So I was around like the New York kind of Boston, you know, so like the now like that kind of hip hop, and then coming to Virginia, finding more about like Gucci and stuff like that. But then also having family in New Orleans, you know, I was exposed to real Cash Money shit and like Soulja Slim and like, you know, and bounce music before Drake did, you know what I'm saying? So like I would definitely say just me living in different places, but also my family too, like definitely influenced like my sound. Why I can do some Southern stuff, I can do West Coast stuff, I can do East Coast boom, you know what I'm saying? So I think all that kind of just helped build, you know, who I am as a producer.
So when you approach making beats, then what's the like? Is it just like a feel of like, I'm just gonna try and make something that sounds like this? Like, what's the approach then? Because like you said, like you have a lot of different ways you could make a song. So like, what's your approach going into just making a beat?
It's case by case. Like sometimes I'll be very intentional and I'll just try to like, man, I want to make some shit for, I don't know, Future or like, you know, but sometimes it's just like, man, I might just open the computer and just like be inspired by a sample, or just like I might start with the drum. So it's kind of case by case. Like I don't really, I would say it's case by case for real.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with that, the tag, obviously your last name's Cole, but I'm curious, like, was it just like something you all like, was the Cole You Stupid? Is that something you always just like, you knew you're going to do, or you were just watching Martin sometime and you're like, that's it? Or like,
nah, bro. It's funny because my sister Daylin, she was actually the first person to make my tag. Like my first early beats, bro, Daylin, she was saying, Cole, you stupid, but it was terrible. It was terrible, bro. So I don't know, like, bro, it was terrible, bro. It was terrible. It was terrible. So, but I was a rookie. I didn't, you know, I'm having fun with it. So, but I always knew I wanted to be Call You Stupid, and I think I don't know. I must have just got on YouTube, bro, and I was just like, you know what? I must have been watching Martin. I think that's what it was. Okay. And then I seen it, and I was like, you know what? Let me try to search that, and I found it, and I just been running with it ever since. So,
no,
it's a perfect drop too.
With your name being Hollywood Cole, I would think you would do the. Now, who really want to fuck with Hollywood Cole? Would it just cost too much to clear that out, or
you talking about what J. Cole said?
Yeah. When he said that.
So I actually got Hollywood Cole from Andre 3000 from Outkast. So if you listen to
from that one,
that's off of So I got the name from what's that? That's Spotty Yachty Dopalicious. What is that off of AT? Is that ATLiens? I can't remember right now.
ATLiens. It's either ATLiens or Southern Playalistic. I forget which one. I think it's ATLiens. I want to say it's ATLiens.
Yeah, so that's where I actually got the name from, and it just makes sense, bro. My name is Cole, and I'm a laid back guy, so like I like what Andre was kind of saying in the song about like kind of like what it stood for, like yo, who can fuck with me? Like I'm not verbally gonna say that, but my beats are gonna speak for itself, you know. So that's why I got the name from, because I'm not really like a person with that type of personality. Be like, man, I got some shit we do. So I just play the beats, bro. I've been in sessions where I've just been quiet, and they'd be like, yo, you make beats? I'd be like, yeah, and I just hit play, and they'd be like, yo, you got some shit, you know. So so yeah, bro. I just let my music, man. I just let my music speak, man. I don't like to talk too much.
Right. So
like knowing you somewhat, that sounds like something you would do because you was always super chill.
Completely accurate.
You just waiting for something. I'm just waiting for a nigga to say some shit. All right, I'm gonna press play now. Bow.
Nah, man, bro, I had a session with Schoolboy Q, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all. So when was this? Was this pandemic? It was last year. It was definitely last year. But bro, I got called to go work out with Schoolboy Q, right? So my boy Childish Major, he brought me in the room with him. So like, Q was just like, I got introduced to everybody. I was like, yo, what's good? I'm Cole. Nice to meet you. And then, Q was just like, oh, this cuz who makes beats. And I'm like, yeah, this Childish had told him. He was like, yeah, nice to meet you. So bro, Q was finishing up a song, right? So I'm in the room. I'm just chilling. I'm just like, damn, like, I know they're going to ask me to play beats. Let me just put my headphones on and get a pack together. So I picked like 10 beats or whatever. And I'm chilling. And then when he finishes like recording whatever he was done, he was like, man, let's go to the next idea. He was like, man, matter of fact, let's see what cuz got. He was pointing at me. He was like, man, you got some beats, right? I was like, yeah, I got some joints. So bro, I just get the chord, I sit down, and I knew the first beat. I knew the first beat he was gonna trip. So bro, I press play, bro. And as soon as I pressed play, his face just went like, oh my God, he got some shit. He was like excited, bro. It was just a good experience, bro. So it was, just a cool experience. You know what I'm saying? So just stuff like that. That's happened to me maybe like 3 times. That happened I had a session with YG too. That shit was cool. It was kind of like the same kind of like, same kind of like situation. So.
Right. Yo, you like how he dropping these names right now? He's
like,
Schoolboy Q, YG, it ain't nothing.
Bro.
He's still laid back with his shit, but that's major props, bro. Like major moves for real. Like your grind is showing.
Thank you.
So I just checked. It was on Spodioti was on Equipment Eye. Just to clear that up.
Yeah. But I said that softly for the listeners.
But
softly.
Yeah, we didn't hear you.
So so what does I know you talked about your versatility, and I know just from what I've heard, what I see on your IG and everything, like sometimes you just create stuff straight from scratch. Sometimes you might make a house song. Sometimes you might find a sample. So I was just curious, like what, like when you look for a sample, is there anything you look for, or is it just you just hear something and you're like, that's it? Like as a producer, I've always wondered how that worked for producers. Is just like an ear thing, like you just gotta have it.
Sometimes, bro, you just know that it's just a joint, bro. You gotta sample it. Like, sometimes I'm intentional and I'm looking for like, I don't know, like a dope voice or something like that. But most of the time, bro, it's just like, man, you'll know, like if the sample touches you, you definitely gonna try to chop it up for sure. Right. So it's more so I would say like a feeling thing.
And do you have a favorite sample that you've used, or a favorite song, maybe a favorite beat you've made that you've sampled? Like just any.
Honestly,
I mean, I'm sure you've made thousands of beats at this point, but
yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. That BB King, bro, because even the story how it came about, but I made that for Kendrick, bro. I really made that beat for Kendrick Lamar because I was like, man, I'm gonna meet him one day. I never met him, but I was like, man, I was in LA. I was at my boy's crib and I was making the beat, and I was like, I think I was watching Bruce Lee, and I was like, damn, like this beat is crazy. And I flipped Alicia Keys, like, but the way I flipped it, like I like reversed it and like chopped it, like that's probably one of my favorite beats, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
What Alicia Keys song was it?
It was
I hate to put you on the spot, but
hold on. I'm about to tell you right now. Oh, what is it called? It's off her first album. Are You Feeling Me? You don't know. Hold on. I'm about to tell you. My bad. I got Spotify open.
Nah, you good.
Man. Take time.
Feeling You, Feeling Me interlude.
Okay.
So 2 Chainz had used it. He had used that sample a long time ago, like on a mixtape.
Okay. Or you made the song for Kendrick. Didn't plan to make it for Wayne and Drake. How did it get? How did it get to Wayne and Drake?
So during the pandemic, we were all in the crib. So I was just trying to find ways. Like for a minute, bro, when the pandemic first hit, I wasn't making beats. Like I was just really uninspired. I was just spending a lot of time with the family. But during the pandemic, I started going like live, and I would be making beats. I was going live, and like
I joined a few of those.
And then me and Childish Major, we dropped Wipe You, a record we dropped that, I want to say in February. So like after I dropped that, Boy Wonder, who is Drake's main producer, he followed me maybe like a week later, you know. So I was like, damn, it's lit, like Drake's main producer. He followed me, but I didn't hit him up. I didn't do anything like that. So he followed me, right? So then I was on live. This was back in April around my birthday. And he hopped in the live. And so he hopped in the live, and I was like, damn, like he was, you know, it was just like, damn, he's, you know, paying attention. So anyway, long story short, bro, after the live, he hit me up, he DM'd me, he was like, man, you got some shit, bro. And I'm just like, I'm tripping. I'm just like, damn, this is crazy. So he hit me, he was like, yeah, you got some shit. I'm just like, thank you, man. Like, I appreciate it. But I left it at that. I never was just like, yo, let me send you a pack for Drake. Like, I never pressed the issue, just real organic. I was just like, let me just, you know, not fan out, you know? So anyway, I just let it be what it was, bro. And then like, we just kept the relationship over the summer. And then eventually, like after that live, he gave me his number. And so that's when he was like, man, send me some beats for Drake. And I was just like, damn, it's crazy. So over that whole, like from spring to like fall, I was sending them music, sending them beats and stuff like that. Just keeping a relationship, like, you know, just talking to him. And then at the end of the year, around early November or end of October or early November, he was in LA at the time. I was in LA. So I hit him, and I knew he was there, and I was like, man, like, would love to get in the studio, whatever. So he's like, man, I got a lot going on, but let's try to get like dinner. So I was like, okay, bet, that's even better. We could chop it up. So bro, we chopped it up. At dinner, he's mad cool. I picked his brain about like Drake and just like, you know, everything is accomplished and stuff like that. And so, you know, we kicked it, we had dinner, and then at the end of the night, he didn't have a car. He Ubered from his hotel, but I had a whip out there. Like I had a whip. So I was like, man, I could just drop you off. He was like, I was like, yeah. So he was actually he was trying to get this Monopoly game. So I took him to like 3 different stores, but in the midst of that, he played me Lemon Pepper before it was out. He played me TSU before it was out. He was just playing me joints. And I'm just, bro, I'm in the whip tripping. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. He's playing me all these unreleased records. So then he was like, man, I know you've been working on some stuff since you've been in. And I was like, yeah, I got some joints. So I was playing them like records. I was working with like J-Rock at the time, and I was working with I'm trying to think who else. Like Buddy, me and Buddy.
Okay,
like,
yeah.
Buddy's
I
like
was saying,
I
haven't seen you even tapped in with Buddy for
that's my guy. Yeah, Buddy,
yeah.
Buddy's my guy. So like I was playing them like, you know, just joints I've been doing out there. And when I finally took him to the hotel, I had the Kendrick beat because I think he was working with Kendrick at the time. So I was like, yo, Wonder, I just want you to hear this beat, bro. And he was like, man, play it. Bro, I kid you not. I played maybe like 10 seconds of the beat. He was like, yo, stop the beat. Airdrop it to me right now. And I kind of looked over and I saw him text it to Drake. And I was just like, damn, this is crazy. So then maybe like, I don't know, a week after me being in LA and like coming back home to Atlanta, he was like, man, Drake was stupid. And then he sent me the reference and I was like,
she did.
So I had BB King I had it for like a couple weeks before it officially was out. And I didn't know Wayne was gonna be on it, you know? I didn't know that until like maybe a couple days before it was gonna come out. So that's kind of how that came about, bro. Just from the power of social media, bro, from keeping a relationship to, you know, actually meeting somebody in person and, you know, kicking in and then just like that, bro. So that's how it happened. Crazy.
Yeah. So that's also keeping it a book, like how you was keeping it though. Like you wasn't trying to be no thirsty ass motherfucker out
Yeah.
here. You know what I'm saying?
You can't. No, you can't. Like you just have to, because that's the thing. I think like a lot of producers are just like, you gotta have personality, but you have to know how to like, you know, just be you, but like also be like just be a people person. Like you don't be a weirdo. Like, you know, like don't force anything. Like
like you didn't fan out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I was saying, like I feel like if I would have hit him like when he first found me, like, yo, I got beats, like that beat probably would have never got to Drake, you know? So just being myself, bro, and just being like cool about it.
Hey, folks, remember these names like, he's dropping right now.
It's not even me trying to sound like funny or anything like that, but it's almost like when you trying to talk to that one girl, you know what I mean? You ain't trying to do too much and go over the top with it. You know what I'm saying? Initially. And I feel like when you're dealing with some of these artists, like it's kind of like there's some similarities in it when you're trying to build these relationships with them.
I feel like
you just gotta play it cool.
I feel like you just did what you do naturally. You just be you. You ain't gonna be nothing extra. You're gonna be like, yo, I'm Hollywood Cole. Like, y'all can't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Like you said before, like you just saying natural, organic. And I feel like that's what's leading to you, you know, making these great strides in your career, because you staying you regardless. Like you haven't changed. You ain't being funny. You ain't, you know how some people try to be something they not when they're around somebody different or in a higher standard.
Right. And that's corny, man. You gotta be yourself, bro, because people will know, you know, people will know. Trust me, like people will know. So I'm just me, bro. I've just always been myself, bro, and it's, you know, and it's just been working out, you know. Right. So
I was just saying, it's clearly been working out. You get, man, just I'm thinking about this, and like we go from playing Carter 3 or Carter 2 dedication to playing NBA Live, and now you got beats for these. Now you got beats for these dudes. Right. Like,
it's being at the crib with like Walu and Martin going to IHOP at like 2:00 in the morning with all of y'all, bro, is crazy.
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 So I do it as this, like off of that story. When it got to Drake, did you think it was gonna be on? Like you said, you didn't think it was gonna be on No Ceiling. Did you think it was gonna be on CLB?
Bro, I thought I was on the album, bro. I was like, yo, I was tripping. I was like, oh, I'm on it. It's a wrap. I was like, oh, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. I got the Drizzy placement and I'm on the album. It's over.
Right. It's obviously at that point, it's over.
Yeah, but then Wonder hit me. He was like, Wayne's gonna use it for what was that? That was
I think No Ceilings 3.
No Ceilings 3. So I was like, it's because Wayne got on it too. So I was like, that's dope. So
Wayne's
I'm blessed, bro. I'm blessed. I'm very thankful. I'm blessed for everything that's been coming my way. So I was just thankful, bro. And they both snapped. And it wasn't auto-tune Wayne too. So because you never know which way Wayne might go these days, bro. So you know what I'm saying? And so I was blessed, bro.
That's my biggest thing. Like knowing you got a beat and like you got Wayne to spaz. Like that's like that's so tight to me.
Yeah, man.
I feel
I'm
like
thankful, bro.
Hey, the beat made Wayne go back. He said, you know what? Let me go back to Carter 2 dedication Wayne real quick and spaz on Hollywood Cole's beat real quick.
Yeah. And Drake, bro, you gotta remember Drake was in his hip hop bag.
Right.
You know? Like Drake took it back to like Room for Improvement type days, like his first couple mixtapes, like, you know. So it was cool, like for me to like have that moment and for them to like kind of be sparring, you know. So that shit was dope.
All right. So like I do just want to talk about some of the notable songs you've been on and like the albums you've been on. So you talked about BB King. How'd you link with Zay?
Shout out my homie Cal Banks. So this was pandemic time too. So in January, early 2020, I got asked to come out there for a TDE camp. And so my homie Cal Banks, he was like, he hit me. He was like, yo, can you come out to LA? And I was like, yeah. So I went out to LA and we were in the camp and Zay actually wasn't there. So I was meeting like a lot of like the newer TDE artists that are some are out now, some are still like, you know, under wraps. But yeah, bro, I was just working at the camp, like just making joints and stuff like that. And he was like, man, Zay's working on his project. And he was like, play me some shit. And he was like, play me some hard shit though. Like, cause you know, Zay is more, you listen to older music, Zay is very like, it's very chill. It's very chill music.
Like soulful, like very smooth sort of.
Yeah, so I had played Lay With You. I had played this the Memphis joint, and he was like, "Man, that's exactly what we need." So I didn't get a chance to meet Zay until I think the next day. Like I was in the camp, I met him the next day. He invited me to the studio, and we just kicked it, bro. Like he played me like the album for what it was at the time, and who else was in there? Like my boy Groove was in there, and like it was just, you know, it was cool. So we kicked it. And then the Headshots beat, he didn't get that until I was on the plane and coming back to Atlanta. Because like Cal, my homie Cal, he didn't want to hear any smooth shit. He was like, man, Zay needs like Hard Records, and I was like, man, I actually made the headshots beat specifically for Zay, and I was like, man, Zay needs to hear this. So when I had his number, I texted to him, and then he sent, bro. I got on the plane. He sent me this like the reference of it, like when I got back to Atlanta, and I was like, damn, this is crazy. And then like the next day, I think he went on IG Live, and then like XXL posted it, and the Source posted it. I was like,
instantly,
yo,
bro,
crazy, bro, crazy. But I knew, like, when I made that beat, I was like, you know what, Zay's good. I was like, man, this is Isaiah Rashad beat, and you know, it just happened like that.
So when you like, actually, before I ask this question, just because like he's one of my favorite artists, Dom. How'd you link with Dom?
Yeah, man.
My boy QM, my boy
QM, right? So, I kind of figured it was through QM.
Yeah, yep. So out here in Atlanta, it was these dudes I was working, my boy Peso and my boy J-Dot, but like they're cool with QM. So like I did a tape with them a couple years ago, and QM, he caught wind of it, he heard all the beats. He was like, yo, who's making all the beats? So Peso introduced me to QM, and then me and QM we just been locked in ever since, bro. We got so many records, but
got a new one out.
Yep. That came out. That came out yesterday. Yep. That came out yesterday. Shout out my boy QM. But yeah, bro. So me and Q just been locked in. And one time I was at his crib out here chilling, and I was making this real West Coast beat. It's the Shit I'm On beat, which was on Young Nation Volume 2. So I was at his crib, and when I finished making it, he did a verse on it. He was like, man, I need to send this to Dom. So he sent it to Dom, and Dom was like, who did the beat? And so it just kind of worked out like that. So he connected us, and then that's how me and Dom's relationship started. I started going out to LA, kicking it with Dom, be in the studio, like, you know, chilling. I met Nico. That's how I met Nico G4. He's with OPM.
Okay.
So
OPM, yeah.
J305, like, you know, just kicking it with those guys, you know, just real LA, like, you know, just chilling. So that's how that came about, bro. My boy QM, he made the play, and then, you know, I was, you know, able to connect with those guys. So
and really quick before we move forward too, so I was looking up some stuff about you, and I don't know if you I don't think we touched on this yet. When you first got to Atlanta, you were interning for DJ Drama.
So bro,
when
so I interned for them. Yeah, my fault. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was saying, what was that experience like?
It was crazy, bro. So I was around Cardi before Cardi dropped. I was around Uzi. I was around Metro. I was around Herbo before I even connected with him. I was just fabulous. Like, I just met so many people, bro. It was just great because for me, it was my first time like being in like a real studio, you know? So like I was able to like experience, like kind of see like the lifestyle and just like all that type of stuff. And mind you, I interned for them for like 2 years, bro. So like I was cleaning up the studio. I was going on runs to get Backwoods and Waffle House. I was doing all of that type of stuff, bro, for real. Like, you know, I really was like, I interned, but in the midst of that, I was able to connect with some super dope people, but also I was able to connect with Cannon. And Cannon, you know, he did joints for G, you know, he did Go Crazy and Yeezy, and, you know, Cannon's list is crazy. He did stuff for Uzi, like, you know, he helped with Uzi sound. So that helped me, like, you know, establish that relationship with Cannon. So it was great, bro. I was just exposed to like so much, man. You know what I'm saying? So it was a dope experience, and it really showed me how to like move in the industry too, like, you know. So
that's what I was about to ask. So like, do you feel like like in the when you're in the industry interning, do you feel like that's just your opportunity to be able to network in the midst of all the bullshit that you got to do in between?
You say it again, bro. You said it. Say it one more time.
I said like when you're interning in that industry, like in the music industry, do you feel like as an intern, it's really your opportunity to be able to network and kind of just get a picture on how to move, what moves to make, what moves not to make, stuff like that?
Yeah, it was all case by case because, like, you know, it would be a studio A, a studio B, a studio C. But as an intern, like, you know, your job was to go in there and, you know, make sure they were good, make sure the trash was, you know, stuff like that, if they had some food. So, like, that was that. But, like, in the midst of that, yeah, I was able to, like, network with some people. Actually, a lot of people, bro. But, like, you just had to play it cool. Like the way I connected with Cannon didn't even know I made beats, bro. Like, I never told him I made beats, nothing like that. I just came there to do my job, intern, you know, stuff like that, and just learn. So like after me being in there for a couple months, maybe like 2 months, 3 months, 2 months for sure, I got access to the studio. So like after my shift, I would stay after and I would just cook up. And it was probably like 1 o'clock in the morning. Cannon came in there. He was like, I didn't even know you made beats. And I was, playing them stuff. So like, that was like how our relationship started. So to answer your question, bro, yeah, I was able to network with a lot of people, but just like, just doing it strategically.
That's what's up. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So interning now, what does or was interning, not just making producing now? What's a day in the life of Hollywood Cole look like right now?
I mean, bro, I wake up, drink some tea, go work out or go run sometimes, or that's like the beginning. And then, bro, it's just like cook up all day. If I don't have a session, then I'll just, once I like drink some tea, bro, and I like do something, lift some weights, something like that, just to get active for a second. Then I'll cook up. Like it's, whenever I wake up, I'll just start cooking up, and that'll last me like, shoot, I'll probably cook up like all day. But I try not to burn myself out. But it's really, bro, run my errands at the beginning of the day, do what I have to do, and then I'm in cook mode for real. And then if I have a session, then I'll do what I have to do in the morning, and then just be locked in the studio all day. So really in Atlanta, like I'm more creative. Like I have more time to myself. Like when I'm in LA, I work like it's like nonstop work. So like in at home, I have more time to like go do some groceries, adulting type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Right, right. Yeah, for sure. But in LA, it's like constant. Like as soon as you wake up, bro, you eat some breakfast and you gotta go. So
when you're traveling, like if you go to LA and you're like linking with people, does your production process change? Like do you when you're traveling, do you just have packs and you just go in and you're just showing them the packs, or are you making beats there, or is it a mix of both, or like
mix of both? Sometimes like when I know I'm going to LA, I'll just make sure I make a whole bunch of joints. So I just have a whole, just a gang of stuff to play for, like, I'll never know who I'm gonna be around. But sometimes it's just like I'll just go cook up on the spot, So it's a mixture of both.
Got you.
Yep.
Nah, yo, I was just gonna say, shout out, bro. I respect the grind, yo. You really been killing it now, for real.
Nah, thank you.
Like I hear like what you be doing, but like the more you explain it, it's like, yo, this man really cooking. Like he out here chefing. All right, I see you, Steph Curry from the half court shot. I see you, bro.
Yeah, bro. Just trying to stay, like I said, man, in the beginning, just trying to stay active, bro. Like I'm just like I know I'm gonna be a big producer, but I just know it just takes time, bro. Like I know that I know this was my calling, Like I always, like I said, I always been into music, bro. Like always been into music. I just never like knew, what I was, how I was gonna do it. But so I'm just, like I said, I'm just very thankful, bro. I'm very blessed. I've been getting a lot of just like really good opportunities, and I'm just thankful for that, bro, for real.
Yeah, man.
Yo, it's in your blood too, cause like your mom was in magazines, and like isn't one of
she was an artist.
Yeah.
So my mom, So my mom, she was we used to go to Essence Music Fest. My mom was a painter. She was an artist. So like I remember going to like New Orleans, like seeing mom. We were like 10 and 11. You know what I'm saying? So my mom, she used to paint. She was she still paints to this day, but she was featured in Essence magazine and stuff like that. My pops was just like, he worked for Converse. He did a lot of different things. So it's just like,
cool.
He's big into tech. So.
Cool as hell.
Didn't you have some family do a clothing line too, bro?
Yeah, so my uncle Tony, he did a Nietzsche and Mecca. Yeah. So like that was that was when Fat Farm and Sean John and Fubu, like he was competing with those, but that was a multi-million-dollar company.
Nah, I was rocking that because I went to school out of New York. So it's in your blood. Like you had to be some type of form of artist.
That creative, I would say that creative energy.
Right. Yeah, I'm just glad I found, and that's what made me feel good too. I remember having lunch with my pops one time, man, and he was just like, man, I'm just glad you found your thing, because like I didn't finish at Virginia State, bro. Like I was having too much fun, bro. I was partying and kicking it, like, I had like maybe 3 semesters to go, but I didn't finish school, bro. So like, you know, at that time it was just a lot, like, but I know I had the music. I was always making music, and you know, I just kept doing it, bro, and it just, you know, it just worked out, and I'm just, you know, thankful for that, bro. And I remember my pops was just like, man, I'm just proud because you found your niche, you know, like you found something that you can do and you're able to get paid for. You know what I'm saying? I'm just thankful, bro. I'm just thankful, yeah, for real. Yeah.
Is there a genre of music that you're trying to get into that's not necessarily just hip hop?
R&B, bro. I got some. Yeah, I mean, I've got some joints like with a few. I don't want to say any names, but like I'm tapping into the R&B world, but I also want to get into pop, bro, because pop is a different bag. That's a crazy bag.
Pop's a bag.
Yeah,
Pop's a bag. No matter what, pop is a bag.
Man, what?
Yo, I got a question.
So
I just got one question. Like, what's the difference? Like, what's the process a little bit different between like hip hop, producing a hip hop beat for a hip hop artist from an R&B artist? What's the few little differences?
I would say for hip hop, it's really about like the drums, bro. If the drums smack, the melody could be super simple, like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not too much for like that. But for R&B, it's more about like the feel, like the melody, like, you know, because they got to be able to, they have to sing on it, you know, so it's got to like spark something to make them want to, like, you know, make somebody want to sing on it. So the main difference, bro, I say really is just like, and you trust me, there's R&B drums, they slap too, but like hip hop and like rap and like trap, that's just more, it's more drum, like more drum driven, you know. And I would say R&B is just like the main thing is like melody, bro, for real. And just a real feeling of like making you want to sing. So
is the artist a little bit different, or is like everybody, you know, just an individual, or is it like
rap artists and are definitely different than R&B artists for sure. Yeah. Like when I met YG, like, bro, first time me and him, dog, like I don't smoke, so he was like, man, do you he's like, you smoke? I was like, no, I don't smoke. He's like, I was like, I drink though. He was like, what you drink? And he's a tequila drinker. I was like, man, I drink tequila. Ever since then, bro, that's probably one of my best sessions. We was just turned up, bro, and we made like 8 records that night. Like off the Julio. Not even the Migos. We were off the Julio that night.
Off the Julio. I was about to say, I know YG was on the Avion or Avion, however you say it for a minute.
Nah,
so.
bro, we were off the Julio that night.
Off the Julio.
We were too turned up, bro. Just crazy.
That's funny. Shout out YG.
Yeah, YG, man.
Yo, I can't wait when you doing it. Oh, go ahead. My fault, bro.
Have you ever had like a beat that you worked hard on and it just you wasn't able to get it to anybody? Like you was like, yo, this is the shit. And just it didn't work out with anyone that you were working with.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't want to say the name, but it actually got to them. But the person I was sending it to, they just did not believe in the beat, bro. And I was like, dog, this is the beat that they need. And it just bro. I'll just be working in my favor, bro, because it actually wound up getting to them, and it should be coming out soon. So, but bro, at the time, bro, when I made that beat, I was like, dog, this is perfect for them, and nobody understood it. And I was like, what? Just get it to them, like at least let them hear it. And they were killing me, bro. They didn't even want to, like, I don't know, but it's coming out soon, so I'm, it's all good.
You got to let us know off.
Yeah. I was gonna say, if you can let us know,
it's a female. I'll do that too, but I can tell it's a female. It's a female.
Okay.
It's a female.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a female.
I see you got one in the bag because I was reading an article on you, man. I seen you work on Queen Naja, a couple ladies like that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Also, this is my last question.
Mm-hmm.
That first check, you ain't gotta say how much, but that first check, you know the check I'm talking about. Where did you get?
Man, I just got some. I didn't get nothing crazy, bro. I just probably got some more music gear or something like that. And that was it.
Respect to you, man.
Grind.
Yeah,
grind.
Yo, you can tell.
Focus on the grind. I love it. Focused on the
man,
grind.
Focus.
Yeah, man. Man. We come on, man. We trying to money management, man. We try to, we trying to focus on that, man. So yeah.
He ain't gonna tell us on the.
Oh, this nigga still sound the same, man. That's crazy.
No, I'm just saying he kind of hesitated on that joint. He was like, I can't say.
Yeah, money management, man. That's all. Trying to real adulting now for real. So
there you go.
Respect.
Y'all getting old, man. You damn near 30 now, or something like that.
Man, we all get crazy, bro.
Right.
I know
I'm already there, so
we know that. That's why I didn't bring you up.
See, y'all be wondering why I be going for Rick Head. That's the reason. That's the reason.
I didn't bring you up for a reason.
Look, Aaron, go ahead before I go, bro.
Yeah. Let's get to this. Let's get to this speed round. So Cole, we're gonna give you a few questions. Most of them gonna be like this or that. Just quick answers.
Okay.
So here we gonna do. I feel like I know the answer to this one, but we started everyone with this. Jordan or Kobe?
Kobe.
3 for 3 for Kobe so far in all the ones we asked.
Kobe.
Sampling or making from scratch?
Sampling.
Three studio essentials.
My laptop. 3 studio essentials. My laptop. A hat, because I always wear hats.
Tequila.
I wouldn't say that. I would say my laptop. Damn, I wouldn't even say my hat. I'll say this, bro. I'll say my charger for my laptop, and
what about the T?
Shit.
You can say your hat.
Speakers, bro.
Speakers. There you go.
Some smacking speakers.
Speakers. Top 5 rappers that are alive. Your top 5. Your top 5 rappers that are alive.
I'm gonna go with Jay. I'm gonna go with Kendrick. I'm gonna go with Biggie. I'm gonna go with Drake, and I'm going to go with Andre 3000.
Okay.
The second Andre we didn't got, right?
That's the second time we got Kendrick too.
Yep.
This can be this can be one person. This can be however many people. This can be a posse cut, however you say it. Dream collab. Dream collab.
Erykah Badu.
Okay.
Be careful.
Things get a little weird.
Nah, that would be a crazy session.
That'd be dope.
Erykah Badu.
He just changed his life.
I would say Badu, Kendrick, Ross.
Okay.
So he making maybe like 6 then. That'd be one collab right there.
Those three right now. That's those 3 right now.
Okay.
Yeah, he just gave a hint to Maybach.
Newest
6.
Maybach music right there.
Maybach music 6.
Ross.
Yeah.
Ross K. Dot and Erykah Badu, produced by Hollywood Cole.
Yeah.
Maybach music 6.
Hey, bro, I really wish that would happen. That would be a dope ass track.
Right.
Hey, man, we'll see, man.
Hey, just give RNS a shout out when that happens.
I got y'all.
And then
started here. What's today's date? The 23rd at 10:34 at night. Yeah, I got you.
That's gonna be the drop right there.
And then last one. Best advice you've ever received.
Best advice. Best advice I've ever received. I mean, this is so cliche, bro, but it's like, bro, really, bro, if you believe you could do something, bro, you just have to do it, bro. You can't listen to anybody. Like, you can't let people project, like, their insecurities on why they didn't do it. Like, bro, you can't listen to somebody who's never done something that you're trying to do, you know? So, like, I just say, like, bro, you just gotta, like, if you believe it, bro, it's gonna happen. It's like, bro, it's like, think about it like this. If you want to be a producer, if you want to be a baseball player, you have to get shots up. Like, Kobe didn't become Kobe without being in the gym and shooting 100 jump shots. So it's like the same, bro. The more you do something, the more you're gonna get better at it, you know? So it's just like, bro, just working, like, really, like, just working at it and perfecting the craft, really.
There you go. Good answer.
Yeah.
Keep going. That's basically what it is. Keep going, man.
Nah, for real. Yeah.
So
bro, for real.
So we gonna close it out like we always do, with our top 5 draft. This episode's top 5 draft, top 5 producers of all time. So here's what we're gonna do. Cam, you got the first pick. It's basically a draft style. Once you pick somebody, the next person can't pick that person. You got one pick. You got to come right back to you. And we're just gonna pick our top 5 producers from there. So Cam, you got the first pick.
Musical producers or
musical producers.
Okay, so my first pick is Pharrell.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Thinking you pick somebody else.
So, I didn't say it. Cam has the first pick. I have the second pick. DJ is third. Rick has fourth. Mel has fifth. I forgot to say that. I don't know. I might get him back. I'm gonna go Dilla. I'll go Jay Dilla.
Oh, I'm happy. He wasn't gonna make it.
Yeah. I was about to say, like, he probably wasn't coming back. So, DJ, your pick.
Dre.
Dr. Dre. Okay.
Dre. Yeah.
Rick, your pick.
DJ Premier.
Clock is ticking, Rick.
I just said DJ Premier, nigga.
Oh,
I didn't hear. Oh yeah, I didn't hear that.
Okay, that's solid. Yeah, that's primo.
Damn, he took my pick too. Damn.
No.
As you get for talking shit.
It is. Then I shouldn't let you hear you, but hey, it's all right, good.
Mel, here you go. You got 2.
I'll go with Pete Rock, and I'll go with Ninth Wonder.
Pete Rock and Ninth. That's
okay.
You took mine.
There you go, Rick. Back to you.
Shit, he's still there. Timberland.
Timbo.
Shout out VA.
DJ.
Rick Rubin.
Okay.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
I thought he was gonna last a little bit longer.
That's a really good one.
I'm gonna go Alchemist.
Damn.
Oh, that's a good one.
So Cam, you got 2 since it's coming back.
It's on me right now?
Yeah, it's on you. You got 2 picks.
I say Kanye and Quincy Jones.
That's definitely going Quincy Jones.
That's a good one. I'm gonna give my favorite producer, Chuck English.
Chuck.
DJ, your pick.
DJ Khaled.
Okay.
Man, ain't not no producer.
Yeah. I was about to say, I don't know. I was know what he's doing. I don't know what he's doing other than saying we the best.
Producer, but he's not. Yeah, he's not jamming out beats.
Right. Other than saying we the best, I don't know what he's producing.
Is he like that? It'd be more like executive producer,
right?
Yeah, no, really. Yeah, what does he do? Yeah. Thank you for saying that. Because I really want to know.
I've been wondering too. How is he having an album?
He's a producer, bro. So I mean, producing is not. It's not always just like cranking out beats. Producers like putting Erykah Badu with Kendrick, or like he's putting records together. So he's still a producer, but we talking about people that's making joints. He's not a beat maker.
Yo, DJ always try to cross the line just a tad bit, bro. Right. He just always try to push it just a little bit.
He's like Facebook and MySpace. He's a networker.
Right, yeah, that's a good way to say it. Rick, your pick.
Just Blaze.
Okay.
Ooh.
Just. Mel, you got 2.
No ID.
Okay.
Damn, I ain't think about no ID.
I'm gonna go with Havoc.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That is a good one.
People don't realize Havoc produced like most of Mobb Deep's beats.
Mobb Deep.
But he did what is it? Nas Shoot 'Em Up.
Yeah. Rick, back to you.
Let me go ahead and get. Let me get. You know, I'm gonna go Metro Boomin.
Metro.
Oh, I was waiting for somebody to say Metro, dog. That's what I was like, nobody said Metro.
I was trying to wait for Metro, but
yeah.
DJ, your pick.
Swiss Beats available?
Swiss is there.
Yeah, let me get Swiss.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that.
Swiss is there. I'm gonna go Madlib.
Okay.
It's on me.
Yeah, it's on you. You got 2 picks. These are your last 2 picks.
I got 2 picks.
You got 2 picks.
I'm gonna go Southside for the trap.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go with I said Quincy. I'm gonna go with Southside. Oh, Boy Wonder.
There you go.
Shout out Wonder.
Boy Wonder. Man, I got it. I might have to switch it up a little bit. I got a very similar sound here. Oh, I'm going Manny Fresh.
Hey.
Oh, damn.
Cam, you messing up, Cam.
Think about Manny. Damn.
Yeah, I'm going Manny Fresh.
That's a great one. He did everything they did.
Yeah.
Paid,
DJ, your pick.
I'm stuck with. I go old school. Let me go. Mike Will made it.
Okay.
That's a solid one. That's solid.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
This is everyone's last pick.
Yeah, your last pick.
Damn, I'm stuck in between 3 right now. I don't know which one to do.
Or which one you really like?
Okay, I'm gonna go with the white boy, Scott Storch.
Okay.
Almost went with him earlier.
Always with them keys, boy.
Mel, last pick.
Yeah, James.
Hit Boy.
Hit Boy. That's a good
fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
That was
I almost went with DJ Quick.
I was thinking about DJ
Quick. That
was my last.
I was thinking about Quick.
I was between.
I was thinking about Quick. I would say I was thinking about Zaytoven. I was thinking West Side. So I was thinking I was with Mustard.
I was about to.
That's a good
Rick,
one too.
If Rick would have said Hit Boy, I was gonna go with Q-Tip.
Yeah, Q-Tip.
Solid too.
Honestly, I was thinking about going Pierre Bourne too. Like I know he's new, but his beats go crazy.
He got that sound. He made a whole sound.
Right. He got a whole sound himself. Yeah, exactly. He got the whole Cardi sound. So
hey Rick, I'm surprised you didn't say Large Professor since you're a Nas fan, bro.
There's a reason.
Just thinking about.
But he. Oh, okay, now.
Large Professor.
But he had some hits. Like
he was dope for his time. No, he was. No disrespect. No, he was definitely dope for his time.
Just some ones I had on my list that we left out. Harry Fraud as well. 40. 40.
40.
40, yeah.
Lil Jon.
Lil Jon was an era, bro.
Yeah, Lil Jon.
Yeah. I like Lil Wiz. I like Wiz Sledger.
RZA, I would say Sledger and Cardo. Cardo, low key.
Cardo.
Hey, Fizzle. Hey, we can't disrespect you.
Jazzy Faye, yeah.
Hey, J. Cole made a couple good beats. Big Crit made a couple good beats.
Yeah,
he made all his beats.
Yeah.
So did Big Crit. But I'm just saying.
Rest in peace, Mac Miller.
Mac Miller too.
Yeah, he was nice too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Nip did make a couple of his early beats.
So
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I would say I'm not gonna hold you. I didn't know that either.
Told him get up out the chair. He said, "This is what I do."
So
that's what his.
So to wrap it up, Cole got Pharrell, Kanye, Quincy Jones, Southside, Boy Wonder. I got Jay Dilla, Alchemist, Chuck English, Madlib, and Manny Fresh. DJ got Dr. Dre, Rick Rubin, Khaled, Swiss Beats, Mike Will Made It. Rick got Primo, Timbaland, Just Blaze, Metro, Scott Storch. Mel has Pete Rock, Ninth Wonder, No ID, Havoc, Hit Boy. So we're going to have the post out. Make sure you guys vote for all that. Appreciate all the votes every week. Cole, you got anything to shout out before you get off? Your socials, anything coming out soon, all that good stuff?
Shout out RNS Podcast and shoot. I mean,
hey,
I appreciate y'all for having me. Yeah, I appreciate y'all for having me, man.
Appreciate you being
this was cool. I need to come up there soon, man. I need to come up there and come kick it. But shout out y'all, bro. Thank you for having me. And I mean, yeah, just I got some joints coming out soon. So some stuff before the end of the year.
Likewise, we gotta make a trip. We gotta make a trip to the A.
Matter of fact, y'all should come to the A. Y'all should come to the A.
Hey, bro, don't play with an invite. I want to come to the A.
Y'all should come to the A, man, for sure.
I'm gonna come down.
Atlanta been open, bro. It never closed. Never closed.
Hey,
never closed.
Texas didn't close either, bro. It's been open.
Atlanta is too open though. Atlanta been too open, bro. Bro, the Cure is in the hookah, bro. All they do is smoke hookah out here. The Cure, bro. That's why
the Cure is in the hookah.
Y'all got Lil Will in trouble, man.
Yeah.
Y'all had Lil Will in trouble out there.
Outside.
Lil Will got himself in trouble.
Atlanta.
Hey, Cole. Atlanta. Hey, when I come down there, I'm trying to go to Blue Flames, bro.
Bro, I got you. That's real intimate vibe. You gonna love Blue Flames. That's the hood spot. That's the hood spot.
Hey, if I come down there, I need you to take me to church. My wife is listening.
Hey, we gonna make sure we get you to church for sure.
Hey, that's the best. You hear that, wife? I'm coming to church when I see Cam.
I don't know about that church, bro. We're gonna take you to church.
We're going to A church. We're going to A church.
We're gonna take you to the blue church. Yeah, we're gonna take you to the blue church.
There's gonna be some type of service going on.
Hey, yeah, you're gonna see Pastor Aaron out there. Go ahead.
I was about to say, he probably bring his congregation.
Well,
Deacon Aaron, yeah, we got you.
All right, man. Can appreciate you, big dog. Keep going. Proud of you with everything you're doing, man. Keep going. Everybody like, follow, subscribe, comment, reply, retweet. All that good stuff. Really Nothing Special podcast. Anywhere you can find this. RNS.podcast on IG. At the RNS podcast on Twitter, man. Stay tapped in. We're going to stay having some guests. Going to keep getting better each episode, man. Appreciate y'all. We out.
Appreciate y'all.
No shout outs to the people need to share it too?
Nah, not today. Not today.
All right. Share that shit.